There you are.
We have everyone we need now. Let's begin. Most are away on missions of their own. While the large-scale assaults have ceased, there are still a number of skirmishes ongoing. I'll relay any pertinent information discussed here to the relevant parties. And now then, Hawkeye, could you apprise us of your mission thus far?
As you know, I was tracking that Apostle of Lightning. Figured if I could pick up his scent, he might lead me straight to Darmor. But things went sideways in a right hurry. I lost him, Arif got hit, and then my mark showed in Cassian.
Indeed. We were wholly outmaneuvered.
Never figured an important guy like that was...
Nor did I. But that complacency cost us dearly. We must remain on our toes going forward.
Well, it's not like we've taken it lying down. Once the apostles showed themselves, Nineheart sent me across Grandis to take stock.
Of which areas are now without the ancient god's power. The areas I've marked are those which have been struck. Since Darmor's goal is to claim power, it's unlikely he'd send troops to areas already plundered. Therefore, we can focus our efforts on the remaining regions.
So I went to those places in search of the Flora army, and just yesterday found some suspicious business. Right here. You can bet your bottom Masso on it. Don't know if I'd have stumbled on them if we hadn't narrowed the search area. They're an odd lot, though. You'd hardly guess they were an army at all.
It's as you say. They aren't preparing for another raid like we've grown to expect. Their number remains low, and they seem uncharacteristically inactive. They may be searching for something. It's too early to say, but it does warrant further investigation.
That being said, this land is more or less uncharted territory for us. The High Flora have a chokehold on the center of the continent. Even scouting will be daring.
Their forces deploy from nearby, so they can quickly gain a numbers advantage if we're detected in their sphere of influence. Given that, we should research all we can before sending members in for recon. Anything about the area, frankly. Landmarks, geography, regional culture, history. We won't know what is useful until we put the pieces together. However, if the Flora really are searching for something, we need to determine what it is.
Aye, aye. So, where should we start?
Where adventuring types from across Grandis go to rest and trade information. Hotel Arcus. The Seekers there may already hold the information we're after.
Works for me. Since I'm already on the ground out here, Arcus is just a jaunt away. Guessing the adversary will be joining me, right? The folks there may be more willing to chat if it's with a friendly face.
You'll have to make do on your own, Hawkeye. I have something else in mind for the adversary. Do you happen to remember the message Saren sent us? The very one. Our friend Carlyle in Cernium wants to talk to the adversary about what that message might mean. Evidently, the information is so sensitive, he's requesting you go there yourself.
Then I best go it alone to Arcus for now.
Once you've found some leads, I'll have you pair up. May your mission be fruitful.
Adversary!
It's good to see you again. My apologies for the less than hospitable meeting place. I would have liked nothing more than to formally invite you to Cernium, but I'm afraid we're beset with problems both within and without. News spread that Cernium survived an Apostle's raid, and in its wake, an endless stream of refugees from across Grandis has poured into the city. Between that, my royal duties, and keeping tabs on the Order, I've been busy, to put it lightly. Yes, although it's only a small clue. That said, I still couldn't risk it being intercepted. Guards, be away. I need to speak to my guest alone. I was quite puzzled by that phrase Saren used, where the world starts again. I've been researching it ever since. However, pour as I might through old books, prophecies, and scriptures, they yielded but one hint. A prayer ascribed to a minor religion. Here's an excerpt. "The world shall start again, atop the grave of the gods." Are you not familiar with it? It's a rather famous legend here in Grandis. The ancient gods once lived in accordance to their own laws, which brought about the war that ended their rule. It's said that the flames of the conflict were sparked in a city home to many higher beings. And according to legend, that very place is where a great number of them breathed their last. Thus the moniker, Grave of the Gods. The city was named Talahart. The truth of anything surrounding that place is murky at best. What is certain, though, is that there was a real city called Talahart, and its ruins remain. East, beyond the Grandis Desert, near the center of the continent. Well, yes. Why so surprised? I see. It's hard to imagine this a mere coincidence. I'm not so sure, to be honest. I said Talahart left behind ruins, but while true, it's a bit of an overstatement. If you go to the site of the city, all you'll find is a vast wasteland with a scant few remnants. When I was younger, I trekked through the area and only realized where I was when told so. There are no shortage of looters and seekers who have scoured the area for anything of value. But as far as I'm aware, none have come across any treasure, much less some hidden godly powers. It's led some to question if there were ever any gods there to begin with. They posit Talahart was just an ancient city destroyed suddenly, by natural means. Sorry, I'm not well versed enough on the subject to elaborate further. However, if Saren's message and the troop movements line up, I'd say it's at least worth a visit. Oh dear, I completely lost track of the time. If you'll excuse me, I must be going. If I learn anything more of Talahart, I'll see that it reaches you. Of course. Safe travels. Your report, adversary. How did the meeting with Carlyle go?
So that's the adversary, and what I'm feeling must be the world heart. Perhaps this could be the way. It will be dangerous, but I have to try.
I agree with Carlyle. We should investigate this Talahart. Is something the matter? In any case, you should reconnect with Hawkeye. Arcus is located near the ruins, so it will make a fine enough base for the time being. Now get going, and good luck.